Folks, he messed up. Listen, I've been talking about this, and you're going to watch a video that's even worse than the initial mess up itself. But if you've been paying attention to everything that's been going on in Russia, folks, let me tell you something. Things were not beginning to look good politically for Mr. Putin because it looked like there was an internal implosion taking place because all of the rich oligarchs were getting pretty upset at everything that's going on because they don't seem to have the same kind of stomach for war that Putin does. However, good old Joe Biden came to the rescue and basically said that Putin shouldn't be in power. Yes, the president of the United States of America made that comment, and guess what? Putin just got his lifeline. He will now be solidified as the dictator of Russia for the rest of his life because everybody that hated him don't hate him anymore. They now hate the West because they are mad that Joe Biden said what he said, and they don't want the West running any business. Now, here's the thing that's even more interesting. Joe Biden's crack staff decided that what they were going to do was they were going to walk it all back and say, oh, no, he didn't mean to say any of that stuff. It's all good. It was just a little hiccup. He was outraged at his emotion, and it was off script and blah, 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 blah. And then the reporters thought, well, let's maybe ask the question. So they did. Take a listen to this one, folks. Oh, yeah. This one is a doozy, and I'm going somewhere with this because it does relate to Bible prophecy. Not this particular circumstance, but the overall picture. Pay attention to this one.
You said that Putin can't remain in power. Or do you now regret saying that because your government has been trying to walk that back? Did your words complicate matters?
Pay attention to what he says. Your government's trying to walk it back, dude. You have an opportunity to apologize, back up, and say, we do not believe in regime change as the United States of America, but guess what? He ain't going to do that. Watch this.
Number one, I'm not walking anything back. The fact of the matter is I was expressing the moral outrage I felt toward the way Putin is dealing in the actions of this man.
I should not be making a joke of something like this, and I'm really not. It's actually quite tragic, folks. But I want you to know that the president of the United States, yes, flashbang himself, has absolutely just solidified the strength of Russia internally as it relates to their own politics. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Ezekiel chapter 38 talks about a person whose title is Gog, presumably the leader of Russia, who will one day lead a strong coalition against the nation of Israel, and nobody will be able to do anything about it until God himself, according to Ezekiel 39, intervenes and does exactly what is going on. Folks, we are watching the preparation take place for what we know will be the biblical narrative one day. God is getting the theater ready for all of it. And folks, we best take God's word serious. I am not surprised by any of this. You shouldn't either. Jesus is coming soon. Time to open up our eyes. God bless you guys.